2 days ago, I was stuck on the M40 and this guy rolled down his window and said, "That's a lovely car, mate." I was like, "Never selling it, I'm keeping this." This is a 2006 BMW Alpina D3, number 158 of 358 ever made. A good friend of mine once told me that I'd bought a connoisseur's car, purely because it's rare. When I first seen it, I didn't think it was real. You don't really see many of them about. Alpina is a tuning company. BMW essentially gave Alpina 358 320 diesels, and they worked their magic on it. They put in a bigger turbo, changed suspension, body styling, bigger wheels, nicer interior, and the green and blue stitching around the steering wheel. They only made it in 4 colours. I think it was grey, blue, silver and black. When BMW gave Alpina the 320 diesels, they gave them bog standard ones. So there's no sat navs, no heated seats, nothing. I feel privileged to have 2 cup holders, but the difference is the turbo and the ECU remap. It's got a larger turbo, so there is a bit of a turbo lag, but once that's gone, it's flying. It's got a lot of torque and it pulls, but essentially it's just a 320 4-cylinder engine. And the benefit of it is, when I drive it around on the motorway, it's giving me 50 miles to the gallon. I've had the car for about 3 years now. It's got 134,000 miles on it, but it drives perfectly and it's immaculate. The person that I bought this off, he had just literally changed the turbo on it. So when I got the car, it was a brand new turbo. When I'm driving this car, it makes me feel happy. The ride quality on this is way better than any other 3 Series that I've driven. It feels composed. It is fun. I don't like parking it. I've destroyed the alloy wheels on there. I've got chips all over the place. If you live in the countryside with lovely roads which are smooth, you'll love the car. But I live in Coventry, synonymous for potholes. I have to dodge potholes like small children in the road. I recently popped 2 tyres on 1 pothole. Growing up, I've always loved cars. I was lucky enough to have an older brother who loved cars as well. I used to see Alpinas and M Sports and think, oh, I'd love to have one of them. And now I own one. And the best part of it is, when I go and park it up somewhere, I see kids of the same age that I was looking at my car thinking, that's a great car. I'd love to own one of them. So when I see kids being happy about seeing a car like mine, it just reminds me of me being a kid and what I felt like when I seen a car like that. The fact that it's not a supercar, it's an everyday car, but it still fills you with that kind of joy. This car, I'd say, is the perfect everyday car.
Hello.
Golf clubs go in the back. It looks great. It handles superbly. I don't think I could ask for anything else. For me, this is probably one of the best cars in the real world.